Let's go ahead and visit with our good friend Diego. He's always got some really interesting stories to tell. And today he's going to be talking to us, I think, giving us a little story about butterflies. Hi, Diego. How are you doing?
Hello, Jason. Hello, Anthony. And hello, world. Yes, today we're going to talk about butterflies. As you know, I've been collecting stories on these walls for the last 2 decades, time that I spent at Microsoft. And I use it to nurture my own sense of wonder, but also to share it with you, world. And today I want to show you a picture that reminds me of the mistake I made the first time that I became a people manager at Microsoft. The first time I was given a team, the opportunity to lead a team. And it's a picture right here of a thing called chrysalis. Chrysalis is the shell where a caterpillar, insect caterpillar, goes in to become a butterfly. So caterpillar goes into this thing and it spends weeks, sometimes months. Actually, his body goes into liquid and then it gets formed again as a butterfly. And this picture is upside down, actually. It's supposed to be hanging from the top, which goes to show life is not perfect, and that's okay. Now, why is this a reminder of a mistake I made as a new time manager? Because of a story I heard when I was a kid, and that is that there was this woman who loved to work on her backyard, and he would arrange the flowers and the plants, and she saw a chrysalis, this butterfly in the pupa stage. That's what it's called when it's in there, the pupa stage. And he saw that it was struggling and struggling for hours and hours trying to get out. It was time for the larva, the butterfly, to come out. He made a little hole and he was trying, but she would go into the house, come out. The butterfly still struggling, so she had a good heart. She wanted to help, so very carefully with scissors, she cut the shell open and let the butterfly out. Unfortunately, the way that the nature was designed is that the butterfly needs that struggle to build those muscles, to pump liquid into the wings, to be able to fly. So all that struggle that the butterfly is doing to get out is actually good for the butterfly. So the story ends that the butterfly was never able to fly. He just had to crawl on the floor because the shell was cut too soon. Few things about this story. As a manager, I tended to overprotect my employees. When I was managing a new team, I wanted to protect them from stress, and I would try to give them small tasks at the beginning. And it was a mistake because they got bored. They felt underutilized. These are smart people that we hire and they want big challenges. So true empowerment is not protecting them. True empower them is to believe in them, to trust them, to help them when they get in trouble. Yes, catch them when they fall, but it's through those obstacles that they grow. The obstacle is the way. If there's no obstacle, there is no growth, you know. I also found that the story is scientifically wrong, actually. You know, once the butterfly decides to come out, it comes out in a couple of minutes. So this is just to illustrate the point, but also remember, don't just repeat anything you see on the internet. The story is not scientifically right. And in fact, I found the story on the internet is always a man that is actually doing this with the butterfly, never a woman. So now, thanks to this video, is the first time that the protagonist will be a woman. It was a woman in the backyard. So am I making any sense so far, Jason?
Yeah, so this is a great story, and I'm cracking up because I feel like, you know, it's like the helicopter parent story.
Yes.
You know, you got to let people struggle through a little bit and let them realize their own strength, you know, and build those muscles and learn from the things that they've you know, been blocked by. They've had different challenges. So, you know, as always, these are great stories. The obstacle is the way, as you were saying. That's a book that's on my queue to read up here very soon here. So yeah, and I didn't want to be the one who said that your chrysalis was upside down. So I'm glad that you pointed that out as well.
It's always, you make lemonade out of lemons. It's a reminder that life is not perfect. We make mistakes. But here's a call to action. First, yes, being a manager is a little bit like being a parent. So these things apply, and to parents as well. Call to action. When you are struggling with something, a situation, instead of getting depressed, ask yourself, what muscles am I developing to become a better human, to do better next time? What type of freedom am I fighting for? Just like the butterfly is fighting for the freedom to fly, what type of freedom are you fighting for when you're struggling with something? It's a beautiful thing once you get that freedom, and you will value it more because you had to work for it. So that's all for me today, and I have more for you on Friday.
All right. Well, thank you, Diego. That's great. You know, there's always lessons in all the challenges and the failures that we have. So it's great to be able to share those ideas and just remind folks that, you know, that's just part of the growing process. So, all right. And then let's also invite Diego back onto the screen. Hi, Diego.
Hello.
Thank you again for another wisdom or another wisdomy story. Is that the right word I'm looking for? I don't know. I'm tongue twisted right now. But thank you for sharing your ideas.
I was thinking that, you know, like, I love books. You know, I love books. I read a lot of books. I love concepts, ideas. But there are some things that only experience can teach you. So if you're a father, a mother, if you are a caretaker, if you're a manager of teams, your job is to expose your employees to the right set of experiences that will help them grow. Not experiences that are too difficult, but not experiences that are too easy. Just a wide variety, and then help them through it. You know, you cannot teach some things. Only experience can teach some things. I'm 44 years old. I can tell you that it's true.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for all that, Diego.